Welcome to Talkin Baloney.
Calvin Cocoa Pop.
This is Boochie.
Oh, gosh.
What's going on?
No script allowed.
What are you, some kind of bot? Come on, people.
Oh, yeah. You want a pickle, you gotta give him a pickle, right?
I want to be a movie star.
Wow, that sounds so interesting.
Fresh and quick.
Pudgy, pizza.
Part of the Baloney Nation.
Jim Deezy.
You guys still there? Welcome to Talkin Baloney. What's up, big guy?
How is it going, Jim Deezy?
You know, I hear that the intro, and I just think, man, I wish I had a slice of Pudgy's pizza right now.
It does get you kind of jazzed up for Pudgy's,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah, or some Stromboli. Probably have to do some Stromboli on the show again here soon.
Oh, I don't think you need an excuse to bring Stromboli.
No, probably next week. Yep.
Oh, wow. Did you bring your milk just so you could do that?
I did, just so I could go, yep.
All right. Score one for Jim Deezy.
Yeah, product placement. Yep. That's what's going on.
We got a big show.
We do.
We had a request to do an episode on Robin Williams a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we're doing it, brother.
It's because we listen to our fans.
That's right.
The millions and millions that are watching something else. Yep. Going to be a good show. Good show. I'm ready to do it. Let's get started.
All right. So Robin Williams, as you well know, pretty much began with Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
Now, did you know his first appearance as Mork was actually on Happy Days?
And I did not know this, but they did not want him as Mork on the show. There was other people that were in line to do that show.
Yeah, he was like a last minute,
Yeah.
hey, we really need someone to do this. And being a stand-up comic who is very funny and doesn't need a script, he made up most of his dialogue.
Yeah. And I did not know this, but prior to all of that, he got his start as a stand-up comic in the basement of a Lutheran church, I believe, that was doing stand-up comedy.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Did not know that. And that's kind of how he got started in the biz.
Yeah. So Mork and Mindy was 78 to 82.
Not a long run.
No. Hugely popular in the beginning. He was on the cover of Time magazine.
Now, he showed up in an egg, right?
Yeah. Did you watch Mork and Mindy?
I did watch some of the episodes of Mork and Mindy. I was young enough where I didn't really understand it.
Yeah. I used to watch it. I've seen it more in the last 10 years, and I don't know if I like it as much. It's definitely a crazy show built entirely around whatever Robin Williams happens to say at that moment.
Yeah. It almost looks like a live improv show.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah.
I did like Jonathan Winters. You remember Jonathan Winters?
Yes, I do. Yes.
He played their son, but because they're from Mork, they have like a reverse aging. So his son starts as like an old person.
Uh-huh.
So he was. And anytime you get Robin Williams and Jonathan Winters, they're like the same kind of like off the cuff improv comedy. Just you never know what they're gonna say.
Yeah, definitely. You know, whatever they say is going to be gold.
So Robin Williams' first real big movie was Popeye, 1980.
I remember this movie.
Fond memories?
It was that Popeye is one of my dad's favorite movies.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah, he loved Popeye. Matter of fact, I can't remember. He had nicknames for people in the family, I think, with different characters from that show, if I remember right. But yeah, Popeye was one of his favorite shows, cartoons. But yeah, definitely one of his favorite movies.
Yeah, and so I bought the Blu-ray recently. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Yeah, is it the original, the one with Robin Williams?
Robin Williams, 1980.
Yeah,
and it's loaded with like extras and like behind the scenes stuff, and I don't know if you remember the music was like really kind of out there. But
Yeah, I do. The movie's kind of out there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're going to kind of skip around his movie career a little. We're not going to mention every movie he did because he's done a lot of movies. But the next one I want to talk about is 1982, The World According to Garp.
I do not know that one.
You don't know that one?
No.
So that was based on a very successful book by John Irving.
Okay.
I saw this movie a lot when I was a kid, and I don't know if I really understood it because it was kind of an adult movie, but
Maybe I've seen it and I just don't, was there a lot of humor in it?
there's some humor, but it's more of a kind of a drama. Like Robin Williams, his mother, and she's like a nurse, and she like writes this book about a rape survivor, and like almost like a cult, or almost a religious feminism cult forms up around her. And Robin Williams is kind of like the neglected child, and then he writes a book kind of telling the dirty secrets of this like kind of new religion. Starts getting death threats, and
It's probably why I've never seen it. It
Yeah.
talks about religion and politics and,
so again, if I saw it when I was like 10 years old, I don't know if I got a lot of it. I should probably see it again, but
I probably won't see it just based on what you just told me.
but it's good in its way. And it's Robin Williams doing drama for the first time of many movies.
Yeah. Sounds like something I should definitely check out.
So another one from the same time period, 1983, he did The Survivors with Walter Matthau.
Okay.
Have you seen that one?
I have seen that, and I don't remember much about it, but I have seen it.
That's another movie I saw a lot as a kid, and it was really funny.
Okay.
You remember Jerry Reid from Smokey and the Bandit?
Yes. He was the guy. He was the truck driver.
Yeah,
He had the dog,
yeah.
the big old basset hound.
So he's in Survivors, and he's like a hitman who's like down on his luck, and he robs a diner that Robin Williams and Walter Matthau are both in. And that sends Robin Williams down a spiral where all of a sudden he wants to buy guns and learn how to protect himself. And then he's like joining this like survivalist militia.
Oh, it sounds like today's current events.
Yeah. The world's changed a lot since 1983.
Yeah. Must be a lot of people got robbed in a diner.
It's a funny movie, and Walter Matthau is a classic.
Yeah. He's in all the like the grumpier old men kind of movies. And,
Yeah. The original Bad News Bears.
yeah. Excellent movies.
Yeah. So you can't beat that. How about Moscow on the Hudson?
Okay. Know the title? Never
Yeah.
saw the movie.
I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
But it was another movie that got him like some critical acclaim, playing like a Russian who defects to the U.S. Do you remember that? It used to be like a common movie then.
Apparently now they're just here.
Yeah. I don't think we've heard about anyone defecting in 30 years.
No, we haven't.
Think of all the movies we've missed out on.
There should be some people that should, but apparently they it's just easier just to get on a plane and go, I guess.
How about the movie Club Paradise?
I have seen that movie.
Yeah?
Yes, I have. If I remember right, they're saving a hotel, right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I've seen this movie. And if you look at the title or the picture of the movie on the VHS cover,
Yeah.
it's got a bunch of up and coming stars on it too.
So the movie was almost like an SCTV movie.
Yeah.
If you know SCTV. Had Rick Moranis, Eugene Levy,
Yep.
Andrea Martin, Joe Flaherty. They're all in this movie. And it was directed by Harold Ramis.
Okay. Ghostbusters.
Yeah. So it's got all the ingredients. So Rick Moranis and Eugene Levy played these like nerdy business guys who were trying to like score chicks.
Yes.
They're hilarious.
You got your American Pie dad and you got your Honey, I Shrunk the Kids dad.
Yeah. When they were younger.
Before they got married.
Yeah. So a movie we've talked about before, The Best of Times.
Don't remember this one.
Yeah, this is Kurt Russell and Robin Williams. It's they played a really important football game when they were seniors in high school.
Okay. Yeah, we did this on one of our sports shows.
Yeah, yes. Robin Williams dropped the big pass, and he spends this movie trying to get everyone back together again to replay the game. And it brings the whole town together.
And we've all wanted to do it.
I don't think we mentioned this last time, though, but it was written by Ron Shelton, who did White Man Can't Jump and Bull Durham.
White Man Can't Jump, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I modeled my whole basketball career after that movie.
The not jumping part?
The not jumping part.
Yeah.
The finger roll. Bringing the finger roll back.
From way downtown.
Way. Finger roll from the 3-point line.
Yeah. Sometimes you would run to the rim and you would just start that finger roll, and I'd be over there going, I don't think you're close enough.
In their head, you're like, bad idea. Somehow those shots fell, though.
Enough of them fell, I think. Yeah. To encourage you to keep doing it.
Was I over 50%?
It's probably not a good sign. I have to really think about it.
Yeah.
We'll say you were 50%.
It's a good number. I was going to say even 35, 40% is a good number.
Worked for Allen Iverson.
Yeah, it's $1 million contract in the NBA right now.
Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, one of the best.
Yeah.
Yep. He used to have that outburst, that Good Morning Vietnam. Yeah. Great movie. It was definitely a story. It's got a little comedy in it, but it's got a real serious,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it takes place in Vietnam, so bad things are going to happen.
Gave the guys something to look forward to every day. It was a good show. It was a good movie.
So that was his first time he was nominated for an Academy Award. Mm-hmm. The guy you like was in it too. Uh-oh. He played Ghost Dog.
Oh,
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. Love that guy, man. Every movie he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was the first movie I remember him being in.
Yeah, he's been in he's in a lot of movies. A lot of movies. But yeah, I like that guy as an actor, man. He plays the part. He's in it.
Yeah. Believable.
Yeah.
That's your big thing too. Believability.
He's one of those actors that gets into the part and he lives and breathes the part.
So Robin Williams at this point, he'd kind of been doing comedies and maybe an occasional drama, but Good Morning Vietnam starts him on a huge path of movies. Because next up was Dead Poets Society.
Ooh, deep movie. Yeah.
He's another nomination for an Academy Award.
Yeah.
Launched a lot of careers, a lot of young actors that played the students. Ethan Hawke was one of them.
Matt Damon in that too?
I don't think he is. If he is, he was a minor part.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know Ethan Hawke's in it, but I know it's a deep movie.
Yeah.
Just a lot going on.
How many times did you stand on top of your desk in class after that movie came out and do the "Oh Captain, My Captain"?
Never.
No?
No. Maybe I did.
Just me?
Yeah, probably just you.
Damn.
Psych eval. Yeah. But a good movie, though. If I recommend anybody go back and watch. You just don't get that in the movies nowadays. A story.
Yeah.
A good story.
Well, it's I think a lot of movies have tried to duplicate that. Mm-hmm. You've seen a lot of rip-offs of Dead Poets Society.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They just don't buy into the actors and actresses nowadays. Just don't. It's like they're there just to get a paycheck. Don't really feel they're really into the movie. And I think that's a lot of these action movies can cover up for that.
Action movies, you don't really have to act.
No.
Yeah.
You really don't have to do any stunts unless you're Tom Cruise.
I've been watching a lot of movies lately, and I would say you start to gain respect for people who do act in action movies, like Tom Cruise, I think, does.
Yeah.
Some guys like Stallone, you start to see he's not really doing anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Has 6 or 7 one-liners through the whole movie.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, all right, now I see it. You know, his Rocky days are over, obviously.
So after Dead Poet Society, how about Awakenings?
So you'll have to refresh me on Awakenings.
That's with Robert De Niro.
Okay.
Robin Williams plays a doctor who discovers a way to like help people who are in comas like awake and come back. So Robert De Niro's character has been like in a coma for 30 years since he was a kid, and he like wakes up and is like rediscovering life. And then eventually, you know, the medicine starts to wear off and he's like going back into a coma. Just gave away the ending.
Spoiler alert.
But in that movie, De Niro was nominated, Penny Marshall, the director, and screenplay was nominated. It was like a big Oscar type movie. Not a lot of laughs.
No.
No.
Penny Marshall.
Yeah.
That is
Laverne.
Laverne, yes. I was going to say Laverne and Shirley.
Goes back to Mork and Mindy days.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were on like right after each other, weren't they? Oh, no, wait.
Mork and Mindy, you could almost think they were both like spin-offs of Happy Days.
Yeah. Lenny and Squiggy.
Yeah. The Big Ragu.
Yeah, that was a great show, too. Couldn't do that show nowadays, though. People
Why?
just don't run into each other's houses anymore unless you're
Oh, yeah.
getting shot.
I think most sitcoms would end if they followed like how people actually live today, like all closed off. No one ever comes to your house.
Yeah. You better put a mask on before you come in my house.
Kramer busting through Jerry's door.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
Be a
no.
baseball bat to the side of the face.
Well, let's take a break.
Sounds good.
When we come back, we got more Robin Williams, and later we have Baloney Nation.
Yep.
There it is.
There it is. Product placement. So, first ever commercial. Ready,
Hey,
Melly
how about
Mel's?
that? Yeah.
Huh? What are we giving away today? What are we giving away? What are we
well,
selling? Well,
We're
let's-
selling. So those of you that can see my shirt on YouTube, we're offering a sale. 30% off merchandise from the Talkin Baloney store. Handmade by yours truly. So this nice baseball shirt that I have is something that you can purchase at the store. You can buy one of those nice thermal mugs,
hats,
a regular
coffee mugs,
mug,
whatever you want.
a
We got
hat, whatever. Yeah, so code SUMMER 2021 will get you 30% off in the Talkin Baloney store.
it. Act now. We're overstocked. We need to get rid of some of this merchandise. We got
Yeah, we
bills to
do.
pay. Buy something.
Bills
And
to
that
pay.
code again is Summer 2021.
That's right.
Order today.
30% off.
Welcome back. Quick little break. You know, bathroom, drink, coffee, whatever you want, whatever you take.
Hey, that's what breaks are for.
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't even know we were gone for 2 minutes.
Oh, were we?
No, we weren't.
So we're talking Robin Williams this week on Talking Baloney. And we left off. So 1990, he does Cadillac Man with Tim Robbins. Kind of like it's at a car dealership, but then Tim Robbins shows up and like it's a hostage situation, if you will.
Tim Robbins, I only know him from one movie. Shawshank Redemption. That's it.
That's the only movie you know him from?
I mean, he's in a ton of movies.
Yeah.
He's been in a ton of movies, ton of shows, but that's the only movie I'm like, man, that's the movie right there.
So you didn't see Cadillac Man?
I've probably seen Cadillac Man. I probably just don't remember it.
Yeah. It wasn't like a big hit or anything, but Robin Williams kind of like his whole like life comes falling apart, and then it, like, you know, of course He uses his like car salesman techniques to get out of like the hostage situation. And it's not bad.
He does a lot of movies where life is crumbling.
Yes.
He does.
It's kind of his bread and butter.
Yeah, holy cow, because like every movie you're probably going to touch on here coming up is going to be life's kind of crumbling.
So the next movie is The Fisher King.
Yeah.
This is where his life has crumbled and he's now a homeless person.
Yeah.
A homeless person who's delusional and thinks he's on a quest for the Holy Grail in New York City.
See, based off that plot line alone, I'm sold. It's like an Indiana Jones for homeless people.
Yeah. It kind of is.
Yeah.
This was directed by Terry Gilliam.
Okay.
From Monty Python.
There we go.
And
it's the Holy Grail.
He was nominated for an Academy Award, and one of his co-stars, Mercedes Ruehl, won an Academy Award for supporting actors. Jeff Bridges was like the other big star in it.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Another one that does a lot of kind of crazy movies.
Yeah, I would say if you haven't seen The Fisher King, you should check it out.
Yeah.
I know you don't like fantasy, but this is a movie where the fantasy is like all in his mind, and it kind of
spills over into reality.
Yeah. In an interesting way that gets you like totally involved in it.
I'm down. I'll have to go back and watch it.
All right. So then he does Hook.
Here we go. We're diving into the world of fantasy and Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I have seen Hook before.
We have a commercial on the screen behind you.
What? Really? How about that?
Is this our first sponsor? And it's salami on Talkin Baloney?
What?
What is it? Ham?
Hams?
What in the world?
What?
Maybe because we're talking baloney, it literally
knows.
thought, well, the person's going to want to see something about salami now.
Yeah.
Once you finish watching baloney, you're going to want salami.
Yeah. If it's good salami, there's different salamis out there. Then you want to make sure you get into the good stuff because there's different hard salamis, different, you want the good stuff.
Do you know the good stuff?
Usually $6.99 a pound.
Okay. I thought you were going to say like the Genoa salami.
Genoa salami. Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Usually $6.99 a pound, $7.99 a pound.
Oof. Pricey.
Pricey, but delicious. You eat too much of it, and you'll be on the crapper.
Speaking of the crapper, we were talking about Hook.
Oh, yeah. Right to the crapper, folks. Although, listen, it probably did great for, the kids. Although I don't think it was really a kid-rated movie, was it? It was more of a...
It wasn't really for kids. It was about being grown up because it's now Peter Pan as an adult. Mm-hmm. It was Steven Spielberg with Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook, Robin Williams, Julia Roberts as whatever her name was. It had all the ingredients to be like a huge movie, and it was pretty much a disappointment.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman is Rain Man, period. Although I did watch that movie he did with Gene Hackman, where he's the lawyer. Oof, what a movie. Or it's like a Runaway Jury is the name of the movie.
Yes.
With Cusack and great movie, man. Right. Gene Hackman's character, what an a-hole. I love it.
Is there anything Gene Hackman can't do?
No.
Incredible.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Hook.
So what didn't you like about Hook?
Just anything about it. Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't Julia Roberts' character in it she's like a, what do they call it? A fairy or something.
Tinkerbell. I just remember.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Not my cup of tea. I live in the real world, folks. The real world. Where a stick is a stick.
Well, I think you got some facts for us for the next movie.
Yeah.
Because 1992, he does Aladdin, the Disney animated movie.
Yes, and he was one of the first stars to be nominated as a voiceover, which led to other stars and actors and actresses wanting to do voices for the animated movies as well.
And
kind of set that trend.
He was the whole movie.
Yeah.
And it was totally a case where, again, let Robin Williams do what Robin Williams does and then just animate around it.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about his kind of career high with the dramas Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poets Society, Awakenings. He's now entering his next popular stage of big hits, Aladdin, followed by Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, yes. That's where he dresses up as the old nanny.
I love your Mrs. Doubtfire sounds a lot like Paul Bearer.
Oh, yes. Yeah, good movie. Deep story.
Yeah. So in the movie, he's a dad who is divorced and
just wants to see the kids.
Yeah, just wants to.
Comes up with a creative way to do it.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan's in it. 007.
Yeah. Sally Field.
Yeah. Kind of a jerk for not letting him come around, but hey, hey, it's the movie.
Yeah. I don't know what else you can say about it. Mrs. Doubtfire was on TV all the time, it seems like.
Still is.
Yeah.
Still is. And it's one of those movies where you can relate it to pretty much any time frame. Just doesn't get old.
How many times do you think you've seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
More than 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on all the time, and it's one of those movies you find you'll watch. Maybe you don't sit and watch the whole thing, but you'll definitely watch scenes of it over and over.
And his character in it is, again, it's like that.
It's Robin Williams.
It's great. It's great.
He's a struggling voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite part is he goes on the job interview, and the woman at the unemployment office is asking him what he does and what his talents are. He starts doing all the voices. He does his Sean Connery. Oh, Manny Putty, I'd like to take that bow off and get to know you.
Here's your Sean Connery. It's about all I can do.
That's not bad.
I'm the first knight.
That was good. You're the man now, dog.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what happens is Robin Williams, let him loose, see what happens.
Go. Just let him do his thing.
So his next big hit was Jumanji.
Love this movie. I watch it all the time. Anytime it's on, I'll watch it.
So, okay. I wasn't sure if you would like this one because the believability, the fantasy.
So this kind of has a Goonies feel to it for me.
I like that comparison.
Yeah, kind of has the Goonies feel where I can, it's not so far. They're in a game, so the believability thing is okay. It's in a game. It opened up another world in a game where it's not like my kids are being dropped off in an imaginary train stop into an imaginary doorway and they go into this imaginary world and. There's definitely a difference there.
But you're saying it's a game as though that makes it okay.
Like the game brings that reality, that fantasy over to them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
To you it does, but
to the rest of the viewers, no. You're probably like, well, how can you hate Harry Potter and like Jumanji?
That's exactly, yeah. And the answer is
probably not. It's the magic part I can't buy into.
What if it turns out that it was magic that made the game come to life?
It's from if you watch the Jumanji 2 and 3, it's more of a curse that the game is cursed. So I can relate to like a horror movie in a way, but funny.
All right, so you had to go to the sequels to get your answer.
Yeah, I'm really grasping here, folks. Really grasping.
Desperate.
Desperado.
Well, if we're going to go off the rails, it's a good time to talk about the Birdcage.
Yes.
Robin Williams and Nathan Lane.
Yep.
Nathan Lane's a really funny guy.
Funny movie.
Yeah.
And they're both kind of just doing their own Robin Williams and their own characters again.
Robin Williams doing gay characters is part of his stand-up going back a long time. It would not be accepted today.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Birdcage is accepted today or not. It might be.
Might be. I don't know. If you ever watched any of Robin Williams' stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
oh, it's dirty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Very dirty. Uses his arms a lot. The hair on his arms a lot.
Yeah. It's one of those things like if San Francisco comes up in a conversation, you know exactly what character Robin Williams is going to do during his stand-up.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the character in the birdcage.
Yeah.
We are on the precipice of not talking about stuff that we shouldn't be talking about. But
yeah.
Speaking of Good Will Hunting, 1997, it is Robin's first and only Academy Award win after 3 other nominations.
I don't know how he didn't win for any of the movies he was nominated for.
Yeah. You look back and you think, oh, man, he should have won for at least 2 of those. But Good Will Hunting is a classic. It's another movie you watch it if you see it's on. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wrote it together. They won an Academy Award. It was like their big breakout. They were like unknown actors before that.
Yep. They kind of use the buddy system now too. The 2 of them.
Yeah. Well, they did it the right way. They started out as actors who couldn't get roles. They would always be like the background actor, and they thought, well, maybe if we wrote something for ourselves that we knew we could play. And luckily, Robin Williams, a big name, is on the project. Makes all the difference. Yeah.
I did read, I think I was telling you, where he helped Matt Damon get his first agent. And it was one of the things that helped launch his career as well.
Right. And I believe you said that Matt Damon always
thanks him. Yep. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. After Good Will Hunting, Robin's career starts to kind of devolve into a lot of kid-friendly movies. The next year, he makes one of the worst movies I've ever seen, Patch Adams.
Now where he's like the doctor.
Yeah. He's the doctor with the kids who are very, very, very sick, and he puts on a red rubber nose and tries to make them laugh. And
yeah.
Yep.
We should probably just skip right over that.
Yeah. That's a movie if you see it on a plane, you're tempted to walk out.
Yeah. You're tempted to grab that emergency handle and pull the hatch.
The same year he did that, he did Anthony, Ant-Man's favorite movie, What Dreams May Come.
It's such a deep movie, very colorful movie. Like I said before, I would love to see that movie in 4K.
Yeah. So I looked it up. That movie did win awards for the visual effects and the set design.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, he's in it.
Robin Williams.
Yep.
Husband and wife get in a car accident. They're already kind of on a downward spiral, I think, at the start of the movie, weren't they? Yeah,
there were some issues going on. Annabella Sciorra.
Yeah. Deep movie. And it's Ant-Man's favorite movie, we just learned.
Which means we should make fun of it, right?
Probably, but I mean, obviously Val Kilmer's not in it. He's not shirtless, so Anthony probably didn't watch it as much as we thought he did.
So it's not really a critical hit. 53% on Rotten Tomatoes.
You really have to watch this movie and pay attention to every little detail that's going on, because there's a lot of things. There's a story being told, through the entire movie, and it's basically, listen, if you're waiting on a pizza to get delivered, it's probably not the movie you should be watching.
You're knocking people who like pizza now?
You're just one of those ones, you already got the pizza and the pizza's already open and you're eating it as you go. Don't walk away from it. You'll miss something.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I...
Now you're saying the movie is deep, but what you're talking about, I have no idea.
Don't miss any details of the movie. Yes.
Okay.
Have your food ready.
So Leonard Maltin, do you know him?
No.
All right. He's a big movie critic. He's famous. He always publishes these big, very, very thick books, like that thick, like every movie with reviews in it. So like back before the internet, when you like were at home and a movie would come on, you would grab his book and look it up to see like, oh, what's a movie? You know, is it good or bad? He called What Dreams May Come a bomb.
Really?
Less than a star.
So, do you remember, speaking of that, movie reviews, do you remember when Saturday morning or Saturday night they used to have the two guys that do the movie?
Siskel and Ebert?
Siskel and Ebert used to do the movie reviews.
Huge fans.
And do you remember when our old Elmira Star Gazette used to actually put the movie reviews on the back page of the newspaper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love Siskel and Ebert because they were very smart. They knew what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I usually agreed with their opinion. Mm-hmm. And you would see movie clips that you weren't seeing anywhere else beyond just like the trailer of the movie.
Yeah. And they really got in depth on the movie.
Yeah.
It told you about who was producing, directing. But I can remember seeing the movie posters for the movie on the back page of the newspaper.
Yeah. And then it would have like at the Elmira 1, 2, 3.
Yes. For $2, folks. Or the Elmira Heights Theater for $1. Remember when tickets were $1?
Yeah.
$1.
All right, so we're going to skip ahead to 2002 in a movie called 1 Hour Photo.
He plays the creepy guy in this one.
So this starts a little trend of him playing the villain in movies.
Yeah, real, like, deep issued people.
Yeah. He's a guy who develops film and becomes, like, obsessed with, like, this family that he's always developing their film. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a stalker, you know.
Yeah. Even the movie poster picture for this is kind of...
Well, he looks weird in the movie.
Yeah.
Creepo. Same year, he does the movie Insomnia. I don't know if you've seen this one. I have it on Blu-ray.
I've seen it. I don't remember it.
It's a Christopher Nolan directed film. He's now, of course, a huge name in movies. This was one of his earlier movies. It's Robin Williams and Al Pacino and Hilary Swank.
$1 Million Baby.
Yeah. And Al Pacino is a cop who goes to investigate a murder in Alaska during the time of the year where the sun doesn't set. So it's like just daytime all the time. Mm-hmm. And it starts messing with his head. And, you know, this is a real like phenomena people have who aren't used to it. Mm-hmm. You don't sleep. You start hallucinating, get delusional.
Robin Williams' character does this.
And he plays the serial killer who just takes advantage of every situation that Pacino's going through. Yeah. And it's pretty twisted. Yeah.
If you're used to watching any of his, if you're watching Mrs. Doubtfire, then you watch that next, you're probably in for a shocker.
I'd like to see someone watch Patch Adams and then Insomnia back to back.
Oh, yeah. Throw a hook at the end of it. You'll think differently.
All right, so we mentioned there's a lot of movies he did. I don't know if you want to say anything about them, but there's Father's Day. Mm-hmm. There's Flubber.
Flubber's the
Disney movie.
He's a voiceover for that.
Bicentennial Man.
I like that movie.
You do like that movie?
I do like that movie.
Why do you like that movie?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like on my top 50 list or anything like that, but if it's on, I'll watch it. You know, he's a robot. He's got a heart.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So then he did the Night at the Smithsonian. He did 3 of those.
Yeah, he's not in them long though. They're more of a Ben Stiller main character kind of movie, but
he's Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt on the horse.
Yeah. He did RV.
Love that movie.
You love that movie. What is going on?
If you asked Melly Mel's right now, it would remind me of Us and the Family.
Okay, but you like the movie?
Yeah. Well, I like the RV part of it, going RVing. That sounds like fun. Looks like fun. Obviously, he's going for the wrong reasons, but he's trying to write a job pitch or something like that. But like the kids are like, Dad, don't want to go. No one wants to go. But the family he meets on the way, the guy from Dumb and Dumber,
You really know this movie.
Yeah, I've seen it quite a few times. They show it a lot on Dish. A lot.
Oh, they have like a trash movie channel or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
So the last real thing he did in his career, he did a sitcom on CBS. Did you ever see that? The Crazy Ones?
No.
With Sarah Michelle Gellar. It was in 2014.
No, I never saw it.
He played like an advertising, like the head of an advertising agency, a small one, who his daughter, Sarah Michelle Gellar, they're like estranged. She comes to work for him, and hilarity ensues as he like does hilarious comedy pitches.
Really?
Nah, not really. The show wasn't good.
No. We'd think Robin Williams' name would save it.
Yeah, I think it started with high ratings, but then even the creator of the show, David E. Kelly, who's done tons of shows from L.A. Law to Picket Fences to you name it, Ally McBeal, The Practice. Even he said after the third episode, the scripts just weren't any good.
Really? Who was writing the scripts?
Apparently not him, or else I doubt he would have said that.
Probably the same guy that wrote the script for that Mark Wahlberg movie where the trees are alive.
The Happening.
The Happening.
Yeah, so then Robin Williams did unfortunately pass away August 14th, 2014.
Yeah, crazy.
Now, his birthday is July 21st, 1951. So just a few days from now would have been his 70th birthday.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah. A pretty long and storied career. We talked about a lot of movies.
I definitely recommend anybody go back and watch his stand-up comedy. It's.
I thought you were going to say RV. I was about to jump out the window.
And check out RV. It's a great movie. It's RV and Across in America. It's not a great movie, folks. It's not. But it's funny. Definitely watch his stand-up comedy, though. His stand-up comedy is gold.
Yeah.
He tells some really, really...
But just watch it with a 1980 perspective and not a 2021.
Yeah, because you'll be offended in the first 2 minutes.
Yes. All right, we're going to wrap up the Robin Williams portion of the show and move on to Baloney Nation after this break.
Nanu.
Oh, shot spot.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, look at this guy.
What are we doing? We're showing that? There's Ant-Man.
Val Kilmer's biggest fan right there.
How about that? It's funny you mention that because it is time for Baloney Nation. Mm-hmm. And our first Baloney Nation comes from Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah. Really?
This was left on our YouTube channel. And it says, I call BS on the 2710 mark of the video. If you're wondering what that is, I've got a sound clip.
Would I go out of my way and pay $15 to go see it in a movie theater? No. Absolutely not.
So Ant-Man says Jim Deezy would absolutely pay any price to watch any piece of trash on the big screen. Halloween H2O, need I say more?
Yeah, we did waste a lot of money on that movie. It was trash. He got me on that one. Thank God for the fact checkers out there.
That's really what this is about.
Yeah.
But let's get to the core of it. You like horror movies.
I do.
And you'll see them in a movie theater.
Yep.
So you had a problem with Tomorrow War. You wouldn't have paid to see that.
Definitely not.
But any Jason or like Freddy movie?
Yeah, any Jason, Freddy, Hellraiser. Candyman. Even fair, there's a new Candyman movie coming out this year.
You're going to see that one.
We're definitely going to see that one.
There's another Halloween coming out too.
Funny you said that because I just sent the video clip of it to Anthony, letting him know, hey, the new, and you know what? And in all fairness, I got to say this. The director that's doing the stuff for the Halloween franchise right now is spot on.
Yeah.
This new one coming out picks up right where the one left off. Literally, the scene of the three and the Jamie Lee Curtis and the granddaughter in the truck is where the next one starts.
And I was going to say, these current Halloween, the one they made in 2018 and the next one, and I think there's a third one coming, they are made by like very good filmmakers. Involved in that is Danny McBride, the actor who you might know as Kenny Powers.
Yes.
It's like him and his directing buddy who directs all of his stuff. So it's an unusual case of like talented filmmakers making what is normally not a very good film, and they're doing it justice.
And the I'm telling you, when you put that kind of talent together, they give the Jason character or the Michael Myers character a whole different persona. Like it's the little things, the head tilts,
right?
Like he's understanding what they're saying, but he doesn't give crap.
And it's the direction as well. I think of like that Geico commercial where the kids are running away and they keep making terrible decisions and then they hide behind the chainsaws.
Yeah.
I mean, that really was what those movies were like.
Yeah. And in this, I gotta say it, there's a story being told here.
Yeah. So take that, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was right.
Oh, yeah. All right. Next up, we have a viewer suggesting the idea that we play Fit the Bill.
Okay.
Guess whether Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman starred in these movies.
Okay.
So I'll give you the name of the movie. You tell me Paxton or Pullman.
Okay.
Twister.
Paxton.
Correct. Titanic.
Pullman. No, Paxton. It's Paxton. It's the guy from Twister because he's with the old lady.
I'll give it to you, but next time I'm going to take your first answer. Because there's only two choices.
Okay.
3, Casper.
Pullman.
Correct. Aliens, 1986.
Paxton.
Correct. Independence Day.
Pullman.
Correct. Tombstone.
Pullman.
Nope.
Damn it.
Bill Paxton. Apollo 13.
Oh, that's Paxton.
Correct. Spaceballs.
Pullman, because he's the one using the Schwartz.
Yeah, he's the main star.
Yeah.
Correct. Sleepless in Seattle.
That is Pullman.
Correct. True Lies.
That's Paxton. He's the guy with the Corvette he's trying to sell Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right. The Fake Spy.
Yeah.
And the last one, Brain Dead, 1990 movie.
Brain Dead. I'm going to go with Paxton.
Trick question, they're both in it.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how you play Fit the Bill, is that Paxton or Pullman.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was
not
good.
bad.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So it's now time of the show for what we're watching this week. So, Jim Deezy, what have you been watching?
Not much of anything.
Oh, okay.
I did watch the SmackDown Live version with all the fans back. Gotta say that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
True Vince McMahon fashion. Gotta say his little "where the hell have you been?" and then walks off the stage was kind of true Vince form, I guess.
That's right. It was the first time in front of a live audience in, what'd they say, 16 months, 17 months?
Long time.
Long
time. Yep. Don't get used to it, folks.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Enjoy it while you can.
So I did return to the movie theaters this week. Mm-hmm. So my first in-theater experience in probably 17 months. I saw Black Widow, the new Marvel movie.
Okay.
It's very good.
Was it worth going to the movie theater to see, or was it better to pay that money to get the HBO subscription,
well, it's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, and just pay for it on Disney Plus. And
Disney Plus isn't a part of the subscription; it's a $30.
I saw that.
So if you're asking me, was it cheaper to go to the IMAX for $10? Yes, it was.
It's only $10.
Yeah, matinee.
Oh, okay. Probably what, 22 at night?
Might be more like 17.
$40 for a box of popcorn.
Now, we'll say, if you're like a family and you've got 5-6 people watching a movie, the $30 on Disney isn't a bad price.
No.
But I do prefer HBO Max, where you can watch Space Jam 2 like right now for free.
But HBO Max is what, $15.99?
It's expensive, but there's a lot there.
I mean, it's $9.99 if you buy it with the commercials.
Right.
But who wants to watch commercials on HBO?
Right. And they have just a huge library.
Yeah.
You know, we don't talk about movies that are older than 1980 usually, but on HBO Max, they have the Turner Classic Movie Library there. You're talking about all the great movies going back to the earliest days. So there's a lot there for your.
You want to watch
$14.99.
Abbott and Costello meets the Mummy? Boom.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Gone with the Wind, Casablanca,
Yeah.
any of those classics, they're there.
Yep.
Anything else you watched?
You know, I did watch a couple of these C-rated horror movies, if you want to call them that, on Amazon Prime, where they're like, man, I'm telling you, there are some really, really bad movies on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Like, special effects are just, it's like a movie being filmed, and then somebody's copy and pasting some kind of giant-headed alligator or something in the background, and it's just pathetic. But I still watched it. I don't know why.
All right.
Yeah.
I watched a Blu-ray. I watched Warcraft.
Okay.
You would have hated it.
Really?
Well, it's based on the game.
Oh,
World of
yes,
Warcraft.
yes.
Came out a couple of years ago. It was a box office bomb in the U.S., but it made tons of money in China. So it's like that new Hollywood where, you know, now you can just make movies for China and be financially successful. I didn't think it was that bad, though.
No?
No, it had a good story. It again, you would hate it, but it was the humans and the orcs. And they're fighting each other, but then a branch of the humans and orcs are trying to work together to stop the war. And
Okay.
Yeah.
At least it's not a bunch of kids flying around brooms.
True. They do fly on griffins, though.
Oh. What's a griffin?
Griffin is a like half eagle, half lion.
Okay, but that's kind of cool, though.
Oh, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. I wonder what the gas mileage you get on one of them is.
Oh, they're all over the place. Anything else?
No, it's good. No, nope.
Working too much.
Working way too much. Yeah.
All
Can't
right.
find any way to work.
That's America.
It's America for you right now, folks.
All right, so let's talk about, we got a big thing coming up. Mm-hmm. It won't be next week. It might be in 2 weeks.
Yep.
But we're going to do our first ever live Talking Baloney.
Yes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be biblical.
So coming up, we'll promote it heavily. But just to give you an idea, at 2 p.m. on a Sunday, tune into YouTube, watch us live as we play Trivial Pursuit, the 80s, 90s pop culture edition.
No censors, folks.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Melly Mel's will be here, guest on the show.
yeah, it'll be the three of us playing the game. Mm-hmm. We don't know how long it's going to take.
We don't.
Could take 2 hours.
Yeah.
Could take 5.
Don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have Stromboli, though.
We'll have to have food because we
We'll
can't
have to
leave.
get food. Yeah.
We'll be live.
Food, drinks. Have to bring up have to get the coffee pot going.
Ooh.
Live on air. Maybe we'll do some giveaways.
Maybe we could have DoorDash deliver food and we'll have them come in and play around.
You know, I'm not a fan. I think I don't know. It may be up in these parts, DoorDash works, but every time I've tried to do something for DoorDash, at my work, it's been like, we don't deliver to that area. It's a freaking plaza.
Yeah, you might be at a disadvantage. Up here in Rochester, it works great.
Yeah.
I used it a lot during the pandemic when it was unsafe to leave the house.
I mean, I could just walk right across the parking lot.
Yeah, isn't there a Wendy's and a Popeyes? And
Yeah, pretty much right there. Yeah.
TGI Fridays right there?
Yeah, that's a little further away, but I mean.
Well, you don't want to walk too much.
Yeah. Walks. Who does that? We've all seen Wall-E. We know where the future's going.
So again, if you have any comments on Robin Williams or any of the topics we discussed, give us a shout out at 585-484-1770. We want your comments. We want your questions. We want your emails.
Yeah. And we don't sell your data.
Not yet, but if someone makes an offer.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody says, hey, well, you know, obviously we're selling everybody.
Pudgies, they want to trade us Stromboli for data?
I'll give you 10 phone numbers right now. Pudgies, large pizza, sheet pizza, pepperoni, extra cheese. Man, I'm hungry right now.
Starving. All right. Let's take a final goodbye here.
Yeah. Hey, folks, remember these? You might want to order them now. We got them. They're on special right now.
And if you're watching in California, you need a mask.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they're on special.
Yeah.
TalkinBaloney.com.
Yep. California, you're half the problem.
And we'll see you next time on Talking Baloney.
Peace out, yo.
You want a pickle, you got to give him a pickle, right?